learning center. The title of my learning center is Adding Tricks for Treats, and it's the grade level is kindergarten. The content standards demonstrated in these activities are number sense and mathematical reasoning. Students understand the relationship between numbers and quantities. Students understand and describe simple additions and subtractions. In this case, it's only addition. They use concrete objects to determine the answers to addition and subtraction problems. Students make decisions about how to set up a problem. They determine the approach, materials, and strategies to be used. They use tools and strategies such as manipulatives or sketches to model problems. And they explain the reasoning used with concrete objects and or pictorial representations. So my first activity is called What's Missing. Here I'll just read you the directions. Using the provided candy corn. So here they have candy corn and candy corn erasers and jack-o'-lantern erasers. And using these, they'll using the provided candy corn and jack-o'-lantern erasers, fill in the missing pieces to make the statement correct. So here they'll take one, and they'll each have their own sheet with their name written on it. I'd like each student to turn it in so I can decorate the classroom with these for Halloween. And so they'll paste the number of candy corns that will make the statement true. So in this case, they'll have to add another 2 to their, or paste another 2 to their paper to make it 4. In this case, they'll add 1 and so forth. My next activity is spooky pairs. Here, in this jar, there's red and orange Hershey Kisses. Each of the Hershey Kisses have addition problems from 1 to 5. So after adding, they add up to 10 here. So they'll pick Hershey's Kiss, either an orange or a red one, because those are the ones with problems on them, and they have to pair it. Each one has the equation underneath it, written underneath it. They'll have to pair this with the silver one that has the answer. So if they pick one that says 1 plus 0, they have to pair it up with the silver Hershey Kiss that reads 1. And then this one is called Dunk the Ghost. So here, in this cup, it's a bunch of ghosts they're dominoes. But I wasn't sure if we were able to use dominoes, so I made dominoes out of ghosts. And they'll have to add the number above the line to the number of dots above the line to the number of dots below the line, and dunk the ghost into its corresponding cup, so the one with the answer. So in this case, it'll be 8. And then here's a worksheet. It's called Casper and Friends. Casper and Friends. They have to complete the worksheet below. And there's a word problem. The word problem is Casper, the friendly ghost, made 3 jack-o'-lantern friends at the pumpkin patch. He made 4 jack-o'-lantern friends at the Halloween party. How many jack-o'-lantern friends did he make in all? So here they'll have to use the jack-o'-lantern manipulatives, and they'll have to demonstrate or illustrate the problem. They'll have to demonstrate the problem using jack-o'-lanterns. So under my example, they'll have to paste these jack-o'-lantern erasers where they go. And then here they'll write their equation just in writing, and then there's a spot for them to write their answer. And then my last activity is Monster Mac and Tricks. Here they're to roll 2 number cubes. And depending on the numbers that they roll, they have to. They'll also create another. Worksheet. So using these manipulatives, they're little pumpkin macaroni, and I think there's bats and ghosts in here. They have to. So here I rolled a 2 and a 1. On their sheet, they'll represent the 2 using 2 jack-o'-lantern macaronis. Here they'll use 1, and then they also have to put the equal the amount and show it on a piece of paper. And that's it. And after once they've completed all of them, or up to as many as they can get through, they'll each get a treat, a candy bag of treats. And here's my record keeping. So if it'll either be myself at the learning center, or I'll have an assistant or 2. And once they've finished each, either I or my assistant will be watching each student, and once they finished it, we'll check them off. I titled it, "Which haunted houses did you visit?" So if Kelsey visited all of them, I'll check off all 5 activities. And that's it. Any questions?